So here you can see a PVC conduit pipe. So this conduit pipe is basically used for laying cables. So under the wall as well as above the wall. So above the wall, what we call it as surface wiring, and the one that we do inside wall is called concealed wiring. So now I am going to show you how do we cut and bend the PVC conduit pipe at 90 degree. So first of all, I am using measurement tape. So what I am doing, I am marking it for 800 mm. Okay. Then I am also marking it for 400 mm so that I can bend it at 90 degree. Okay, in the middle. So I am using the hacksaw. This is called mini hacksaw. The key point while using hacksaw is the teeth direction should be in the forward direction, so that you will get exact cut in forward stroke. Okay. So on the marking, I am placing my thumb finger to guide the hacksaw. Make sure you hold the hacksaw in the straight line so that you get straight cuts. Okay. So now I got the complete length and I have marked it in the middle. So what I will do now, I am going to insert pipe bending spring into the. So make sure you leave the pipe bending spring approximately 5 inches outside so that you can pull it out easily. So don't push it inside, so which will make it difficult for pulling it out. So after this, what I'll do, I'm guiding the center mark through my knee and bending it. So I'll bend. Okay. So just keep bending. Okay. So you can see it is not at 90 degree. What I'll do, I'll bend it again. So let it deform so that it will be 90 degree. Now if it is over bent, you can adjust it, and you can also adjust it in the installations. So now slowly pull the bending spring out so that you will get 90 degree bend. So you can adjust it in the installation. Now you can see this curve, and this is almost 90 degree. Now how do we check 90 degree? We can use a tool called tri-square to check whether it is 90 degree or not. So here we are learning about another exercise which is called as casing capping 90 degree cutting. So the one apparatus that you are seeing here is casing capping. There are two basic parts. One is casing, another is capping. So inside capping, we lay cables and we close the cap. We are going to learn how do we cut this at 90 degree. So make sure the surface is flat so that you get flat cuts. So I am marking it at 800 millimeter both the sides so that I get a straight line. So again I am marking at 400 mm exactly to the half So using tri-square, we are going to draw lines. So this is at 400 mm, that is half of the full length. This is at 800 mm, which is the full length. So first procedure is marking. So now if we have to cut it at 90 degree, so you can see the total width of the casing capping is 50 mm. Okay. So what we do, we mark 50 mm from half of the length, that is 400 mm, 50 mm this side and 50 mm this side. So we'll draw a line. Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll draw again a diagonal line from 400 mm to 450 mm, 400 mm to 350 mm. So to make it more clear to you, let me explain it again. So the whole length of our cutting is 800 mm. So this is the center marking, that is at 400 mm. So again, based on the width of this casing capping, we have marked 50 mm from here, 50 mm from this side. That means this is 350 mm from this side, this is 450 mm. So there is 1 marking, 2 marking, 3 marking, 4 marking, 5th and 6th marking. So now we are going to cut it using so same way, follow the procedure. So guide your thumb finger to the marking so that you place the cutting tool exactly on the marking. So now what we are going to do, we are going to hatch the line, hatch the portion that we are going to cut. So we are going to cut these 2 portions, so I am hatching it. So hatching makes us clear as to where it has to be cut. So you can do 2 procedures, you can cut it at the center first, then cut it, or you can straight away cut these 2 things. Okay. So what I am going to do, I will start cutting at from the center. So hold your tool in the straight line so that you also cut it in the straight line. Okay. So now we also have to cut this portion. So I am guiding my thumb finger until I make the mark. So now you can see, we have got a 90-degree cut, which should be filed to get the perfect this one. So how are we checking it now? Using a tri-square. So you can see so the marking is almost correct, but there is some gap here. So using a flat file, we can file the extra portion so that we get the actual cutting.